Good evening, guys. I just wanted to go over a couple things tonight. Now that I have a YouTube channel, I can definitely be a lot more transparent. I can not just in my charting and explanations of the charting, but just trading in general. And another component to that is checking filings, things like that. Now, I know checking filings might seem tedious. Some of these filings are like 20, 30 pages long. And, you know, the amount of time you think it takes might deter you from checking filings. And, you guys see my tweets a lot about checking filings, checking filings, checking filings. It can save you from getting bad. It can save you from losing money. It can save you from stress. It can. There's so many things that reading filings can do to help you make a more informed decision. So I wanted to go over a balance sheet tonight. Things I check for. There's things you don't have to read. There's things you do have to read. But I just wanted to go over, four major components that I normally check. And I'm going to be going over GEGI. Now, I know this is pretty controversial ticker, but I really don't give a fuck. So let's just do this. So here we go. So one of the first things I check for is obviously dilution. You can easily check for a dilution on the quarterly statement, and this was the second quarterly report for fiscal 2022. And this is what a typical pink sheet looks like. Normally, you have your number of shares, issuance of common stock on the first page, very first page, right in your face. And you have 1.2 billion as of December 31st. As of March 31st, 2022, no changes. That's good. But in 3 months, almost 600 million shares diluted in 3 months. That's a lot. That's a lot. So from March 31st to June 30th, 600 million practically was diluted and issued into the market for circulation. So that's pretty red. That's pretty big red flag. That's something that I would be like, okay, well, why? Some companies they obviously dilute to raise capital for acquisitions or obtaining more assets, things like that. So this is a very important piece of information you need to be looking at. And then there's other things I check too is Section A, changes in numbers of outstanding shares. So this will give you let's see, this is not updated obviously, but it shows you the issuance in the class, Series A, common stock, common stock, common stock. You can see 1,000 for Series A to Brandon Jones. That's the quote unquote CEO. And then, you have common issuance of 200, 250 million here, 250 million here, and then 89 million here. That's a lot of dilution right there. So I checked that Series A, the Section A, and then we're going to go to Section B, promissory and convertible notes. Basically, the debt securities, and you see you have notes. Basically, they borrowed money, and they eventually have to pay that back. So This doesn't look too bad. I've seen some with there's like 3 pages long. It's ridiculous. So another thing that I check for uh, is the balance sheet, and it's pretty easy to read, guys. All you got to do is just take the time to understand it. Um, let's see. So here you have your asset classes right here, and then real easy, you can just dummy it up, get the total assets, $2,215. Total liabilities, 1.8 million. And then you go to the consolidated income statement, which there's none. No revenue. They didn't even spend money on revenue. They didn't even spend money on operations. They have no gross profit. They're spending money, other income expense. Uh, really doesn't tell you what they spent this money on. That's kind of a red flag to me. Not only that, um, this is dated June 30th, $2,215, and then they diluted as of June 30th. They diluted 600 million. So how do you dilute 600 million and only have $2,215 on your quarterly report? That's another red flag to me. And let's see. So yeah, that's things you want to look for that will make you question, okay, is this the right stock for me? Do I really want to get into this? And then you have the AES increase. So let's see. As of 6:30, you can check here. Security information. Total authorized as of June 30th was 2.2 billion. I wouldn't say that's too bad. But then, as of 9/21, they increased the authorized by almost 3 billion. And then you can tell they had 1.879, 1.8 billion, and then they have 1.9 billion. So, and that's another billion shares they diluted. You got to check this shit. Do you always want to be getting bagged? No, I fucking sucks. Fucking makes it's a shitty day when you know you get bagged and then the volume disappears because no one wants to touch it. It fucking sucks. So yeah, man. Just so just a recap. First page, you check to see the increase in common shares. You can check what the AAS was here on number two, security information. Uh, Changes in outstanding shares, section A. Section B, promissory and convertible notes. Here you can check people working for the company, or yeah, officers and directors. Only two people. Two people. Two people. And then you check your consolidated balance sheet. And then you check your consolidated income statement. And then this is the cash flows. Cash flows. Zero cash flow. Zero cash flow. No cash flow. Now, after looking at this balance sheet, is this something you would want to invest in? Ask yourself that. So yeah, guys, that's all I have for you tonight. I've been wanting to do this for a while, this YouTube channel, and I think I can really bring a lot more to the table, to the OTC community, uh, to big boards, whatever you trade. I'm personally trading more big boards now more than ever because I'm just really sick of the volume and the volume going to trash and all the good stocks with great balance sheets getting dick. So, but yeah, that's all I have for you tonight, and I will talk to you guys later.